Hello stalkers, welcome back and Ramadan Kareem to everyone. Last week both the markets went through aggressive selling pressure. Let's start analyzing on the weekly chart of DFM market index, that is Dubai Financial Market. Right after this candle in last week's update, I had mentioned there are chances of drop to the downside because this candle is looking weaker and we are seeing a rejection right into our resistance zone, that is 5393. And check this out, how market reacted into this zone. We saw rejection, again market tried to go up, it got rejected, and from here we saw aggressive selling pressure. The low of last week was at 5305 points. Closing is at 5317. This candle on the weekly chart is not looking very good. There are very good chances that market may drop to the downside. From here it can visit around this area, that is at 5250 to 5260 points. But something to notice here is trend is still to the upside. We saw accumulation phase right here. We can see around a month was spent at this area, that at this zone, that is 5190, and from here we saw a breakout. So if at all market wants to drop to the downside, this area should hold. If this fails to hold, then this would be a big sign of weakness, that even after accumulation zone market could not survive into this zone. In this case we may see further drop to the downside. We have 5115 points. But overall on the weekly chart the trend is still to the upside. As of now we can see correction has already started. Let's go down to daily and see how the chart is looking. And here we can clear cut see a negative price action, that is bearish. We can see it has started to make lower lows. Now this was the previous low right here that we can see at around, if this is 5311 points, then in Friday's session market went down till about 5305 points. So this is a clear-cut breach of initial support or the swing low that it made after getting resisted from 5393 points. So this price action is considered negative. On the daily chart as well, there are chances if at all we don't hold around this area, that is 5296, then be ready for more pain. There are very high chances we may see a drop to the downside. And as I mentioned, we have already marked our support zones. I hope you have did it on your chart as well. In case market drops further, if at all, we have to calculate right from the top where market got rejected from. If it bounces up from 5296 points, that is our support zone, then in this scenario we are looking at 1.80 drop from this high. If at all it does not sustain here, then again if I have to measure to the next strong support area, then we have a drop till about 3.77% right from the top. And the last resort that I would consider as of now is still about this area, that is 5100 points. Then we are seeing around more than 5% drop from the peak that it made, that was around 5400 points. So hopefully coming week market picks up and we want to see clearance of this resistance. First indication we will get when market breaks out this area of swing, that is 5370 points. If at all we can see a drop to the downside, if market recovers and closes above this zone, then we will consider a good recovery, and from here there are chances of more upside momentum. Hit the like button guys if you are watching my analysis regularly and you know what I had mentioned in my last video. Exactly the same scenario. This is the weekly chart of ADX market, that is Abu Dhabi Securities Exchange. Didn't I tell you that we are expecting a correction right after getting rejected into this zone, that is 9653 points. Although we were seeing green upside momentum, after this candle itself I had mentioned I'm expecting a correction, and this is exactly what we are seeing. So in Friday's session we are seeing market has closed exactly at the support zone, that is 9563 points. But looking at the strength of this candle, if at all it does not survive here, then there are very good chances we may see a strong drop to the downside. It can even come down till 9500 points. Overall, as we can see, as it is, ADX market index is looking a bit weaker. Previously, after a move to the upside, we saw it was consolidating in this symmetrical triangle pattern. a breakout was seen that was not very strong enough. We did not see a solid upside momentum. Most of the candles here were dodgy, that means indecisiveness in the market. It got resisted and now it's coming down for a correction. If at all market does not hold into this area, then we have support at 9,500 and then we have stronger support at 9,450 to 9,470. Overall, ADX market index on the weekly chart is looking a bit weaker. Let's go down to daily and check out. This is exactly what I had mentioned in my last video. Even after seeing this green candle, I was not convinced, and I had mentioned there are strong chances that we may see a drop to the downside. This is exactly what is happening. After this drop, it tried to recover. We were not convinced with this candle. It could not break out this area of resistance, and this was the attempt that it made. This was our first attempt, break out and close above this zone. And when it tried for the second time, it could not even touch this resistance. This clearly shows weakness in the market. Buyers were not strong. They could not even touch the resistance area, and next day onwards we saw slow upside momentum. This was totally a fake move, and from here sellers continued. They showed aggressiveness in the market. As of now, need of the hour is to hold around this area. Previously we could see right after this red candle we saw a strong bounce, giving us a good indication buyers are defending this zone. If at all in coming week market does not defend this area, then as I had mentioned, there are very good chances we may see more downside momentum. Then I'm expecting market to come around 9,404 points. Hopefully that does not happen. Hopefully I'm wrong. I want to see market reversing from here and making a new high. Overall, on the daily chart also, ADX market index is looking weaker. Guys, before I proceed, I have a request. Many of you are watching my videos, they are taking advantage, they are learning as well, but unfortunately they are not subscribing, they are not even liking the video to give me some motivation. I request everyone, those who are watching the video, please, if it is helpful, hit the like button so that the video can go into YouTube's algorithm and it can spread to many other people so that we can grow our community as well. This is the daily chart of Multiply. Looking at the price action, no doubt it's in a clear downtrend. In fact, it broke important area of support that I was watching, that is 2.05 to 2.07. Previously we saw a bullish chart pattern and this was complete failure. It was a disaster. It came down aggressively. It went below this area, that is 1.92. Market was watching this zone very carefully. On this day it went down till about 1.87 and from here aggressively it came up. Clearly we can see this was a liquidity grab zone. Market went down and then pushed up, but it was not able to survive. Very next day onwards we saw again it got rejected at psychological and technical resistance area, that is 2.00, and from here it's been coming down. Now what I can see from here is there are very high chances from here it can go up and again try to hit this resistance area, or at least it can touch 2.03. So we can plan our quick entries and exit, provided we keep our stop loss very tight at 1.87. In Monday's session, if it opens flat or with a gap up, this is good. And from here we are looking at around 2.00, that is strong psychological and technical resistance. If this is broken, then we will visit 2.05 to 2.07. For now, it is not in an uptrend. We can clearly see it's in a strong downtrend, but this can be a move or a short recovery where we can take advantage in a downtrend. So we cannot hold our positions for long. This should be purely on quick entry and exit basis. If at all it opens with a gap down, if it shows weakness, then we should not even plan for entries. Hit the like button guys, share it with your friends, show your support. If you are interested in more detailed analysis with my entries and exit, then you can join our YouTube membership. Scan the QR code, link is also in the description. Thanks for watching. Keep stocking.